Good morning. I just woke up, or should I say good afternoon, because it's really almost like 3 o'clock. I haven't eaten anything. I'm about to cook some vegan lasagna, and I'll show you how I do that. And I'll probably just have some watermelon for breakfast. So let me show you. So here's the stuff I'm going to use. I may or may not use all that zucchini. I'm going to cut up 3 and see if that works. I'm going to use all this bell pepper. I'm going to use black beans, onion, probably more onion than that. And I'm going to make some cashew cheese. But I know usually you use raw cashews, but it works just as well. And I'll show you how I make it work with roasted cashews. And there's tomato sauce and another onion, so I'll show you. Alright, looks like I got everything cut up. This onion is making me all sneezy. But look what I found in the refrigerator. A nice big container of bell pepper that's already cut up that I think my husband did. Well, there's only 2 of us, so I know he did it. So I'm going to show you how I do the cashews real quick to make the cheese. Now, normally if you had raw cashews, you would just soak them for like a couple of hours, but since these are roasted, I'm just gonna boil them. I'm only gonna use half this can. I couldn't find a small can for some reason, but I'm gonna boil them probably for like 10-15 minutes. It doesn't matter if they have salt on them because they're gonna get rinsed a whole lot. By the time we're done with them, it probably won't have any salt left. Alright, so cashews are still boiling, but I went ahead and sprayed this little pan with some cooking spray. I laid some zucchini down. You want to overlap it and make sure there aren't any spaces in the bottom of the pan. And so I will add like some bell pepper and some onion, and then I'll do a layer of sauce. And for the sauce, all I did was take this bowl, because it's vegan and there's no meat, so you don't have to cook it on the stove. I just did the sauce in that can of the black beans, and I added some garlic powder. I added a little bit of bell pepper to it. I'm out of rosemary, unfortunately, but if I had some, I would have added that too. So I'm just going to layer it like that. So this is what it looks like before I add the sauce. Alright, so I added the sauce, and then next comes the cheese. So let's finish making that. Okay, so the cashews been boiling for about 15-20 minutes. I went ahead and poured the water off of them, and I rinsed them about 3 or 4 times. When you do this, you'll know why. I think I like boiling them better because it seems like it gets a lot of the fat off of it. And contrary to popular belief, like the difference between roasted cashews and raw cashews is about 30 calories. So it's not like a whole, you know, like it's about 30 calories per 100 gram difference. So I think when they roast it, it pulls out a lot of the fat in the cashews, and then by you boiling it, it's almost like if you ever cook ground beef and, you know, all the fat and stuff come out of it, you know, when you rinse it off. Well, I hope you rinse it off. But I think it's like the same thing. You get rid of a lot of that oil, and you get rid of just about all the salt. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it in my NutriBullet. I'm going to put it in the NutriBullet with some seasonings. Okay. So I put it in the little thingy for the NutriBullet. And what I'm going to add to it is some nutritional yeast, some garlic powder, a little dill, and probably a sprinkle of salt. Or you can add some lemon juice to it. Basically, you're going to put this stuff in here to taste. But the nutritional yeast is a big part of it, because that's what's going to make it taste like cheese. So you don't want to put like maybe not a 1/4 of a cup. But you don't want to put a lot of it in there, like you'll see. Maybe an 1/8 of a cup. I don't know. You want to put a lot, because that's what makes it taste like cheese. Also, you can add a couple tablespoons of water to make it blend easier. So I'm going to go ahead and blend this up, and then I'll taste it and see what it needs, you know, and just go accordingly. So when you do it, just do it to your taste. But always add this. Oh, I also added some dill to it. If I would have had rosemary, I would have added it to that. I don't have any Italian seasoning either, but like you could just put what you want to in it, make it your own. So my blender got stuck. This is how you know you need to add a little more water. So when it stops blending, just add a couple more tablespoons of water until it can blend fully. But don't add a whole bunch of water. So this is it after I stirred it up. I had to add about double of the nutritional yeast of what I put in there. So it probably is like 1/4 of a cup. I don't measure anything when it comes to like seasonings and things. I just measure when it comes to calories. So I just stirred it in and I added a little bit of salt. It doesn't look really smooth, but because we boiled the cashews, it's soft. So it looks chunky, but it's really not. I'm just gonna go ahead and add that to the lasagna. I got the cashew cheese added, and then you just start over. But basically, when you end, you're gonna end with cashew cheese on the top. And I'll show you when I get done. Okay, so I'm about to put this in the oven on 350 for about 30 minutes. All right, so while the lasagna is cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and start working on the second. While the lasagna is cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and start working on some choreography for the second half of the class. So that'll be about 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna try to finish it up. Try to at least get an hour of rehearsal time in today, and that'll be my workout. Hey, I'm back at work again, and I'll show you. Well, I forgot to show you how the pan of lasagna came out, so I'll just show you the container. Here it is. I kind of left it in there too long, so that's why it's a little brown on the edges. Ow, I just took it out the microwave. It's hot. So that's what I'm having for dinner, is that amount. It's not a lot because it has a lot of, not a lot, I guess this is 350 calories worth of lasagna. And because the cashew cheese has a whole bunch of calories in it. And I have watermelon, nice size container of watermelon. And a new tea I'm trying, it's a golden amber. And again, it's very low sugar, it's 50 calories a bottle, so that's good. And that's all I'm gonna have today. Yeah, that's it. Okay, and again, this is over the span of 8 hours of me working, so I'm not about to sit here and eat all of this at once. Hope y'all have a good night. Bye.